Gaming Morning Show.
Things put on pancakes and rhyming bear intros. Austin confused about whose sister married the bros. In the UK, dooley-doo tugs on our heartstrings. Gaming Morning Show is one of our favorite things.
It's Paul. It's Paul.
Ah, who are we kidding?
Pumpkin spice and fall. Paul.
We all know our favorite thing is the season of Paul. Pumpkin spice latte time! Besides the tasty drinks, the weather is cooler.
We get the most time where it's cooled off, but it's not always rainy. Sometimes it's rainy for part of the day, but then it dries up and it's just a nice, cool, cloudy day. I like that.
There's football on.
Man, did we have a great football weekend. Both of our teams performed to the tippy top of their tippiest top of performance, and boy, football is fun.
That's gotta be enough for all of the hosts of Gaming Morning Show, right? Right?
Okay, so when Club Penguin changed, they changed everything, they got more mainstream, and I wrote them an email. I was like, it would be really nice if you guys could go back to the way things were, because the original Penguins, we really miss it. I speak on behalf of all of the OG Penguins, and we all are really upset. Trent, you've changed, man.
You're the Lorax for Club Penguin.
I was. I speak for the Penguins.
Well, penguin begins with a P. So, happy Paul, everyone, from all of us at GMS. Broadcasting live from Redner's Rescued Cat Figurine Museum in Menominee Falls, Wisconsin.
When Sean Redner told his wife, Hillary, that he wanted to turn their Wisconsin home into a museum of cat figurines, she had a predictable response. We're gonna do what?
We'll do that some other time, huh? Okay, then. Broadcasting live from the same places they've been since 2020. It's time for Gaming Morning Show.
Morning, gamer. Welcome in. It's Gaming Morning Show. Thanks for being here. We're so glad that you are. It is Monday, November 7th, 2022, and this is Gaming Morning Show on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Spaces most of the time. Explain that in just a second. And also, of course, GamingMorningShow.tv. I am Hefty Goof. That is Sports.Gaming. Thank you for being here. Hope your weekend went pretty swell. Daylight savings time has happened, where we no longer save it, we spend it, and so everything's right with the world again, where we're back in the 2 o'clock hour in the UK. Good morning, Sean. It's good to see your face.
Good morning.
Did you just fall down a small ravine?
It was nice being here.
Where'd you go? Come back. Why is it so dusty down there?
Maybe it's snowy.
Maybe.
Since apparently that's a early November thing now.
Oh man, it's snowing in a lot of places, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Wait, it's not snowing here, is it?
It briefly on the weather app had like an hour of it could snow. I don't think it ever did.
Okay. Like, I just realized I haven't looked outside this morning. What do I know? Maybe it has snowed. Possible, I suppose.
We're okay so far.
It's possible I snows.
Snowpost.
Better. Big fan of that one. Nice work.
Yes.
Good morning to Scott Chick and I am JF Downs battling it out for who was first in chat this morning. 52 after the hour, Scott Chick had popped in and they had a full-blown conversation. It's great to see you here talking about the things and the things. Also,
nice chat.
It's good to see Drew Megan Austin Attack 12 this morning. Scott Chick said it's gingerbread latte season in my neck of the woods now. That's fair. Man, I hadn't thought about gingerbread. We had this conversation the other day in this household. It's like, when does it shift from
pumpkin spice latte time
to another type of flavor? And I said, well, cinnamon dolce is a good one. But isn't that like available all year?
Yeah, that's kind of year round.
So someone brought up peppermint mocha, and I was like, okay.
That's my wife's go-to right now. That's peppermint mocha. My go-to right now is the chestnut praline latte. That one's pretty tasty.
Sounds too
gingerbread also good.
Sounds too nutty.
No.
Okay. Because isn't praline a nut-based thing as well?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I forgot about gingerbread. What was I thinking?
Yeah. Pretty good too.
Hopefully you'll forgive me, Scott Chick. Austin Texas, it's literally been 75 degrees here all week. What is with the weather? It doesn't make any sense. Austin's really high in the latitudes.
Upstate Western New York.
Yeah, up there. Do you see Austin? No, that's Austin Attack 11. Go a little further over. There you go. Yeah, that's Austin Attack 12. Saturday was almost 80. What is happening? I'm so confused.
Too hot.
Yeah. I mean, I've been getting pictures of snow. I mean, I showed you the picture of the University of Montana football game on Saturday.
Ooh, man.
We have sports.
That was a lot of snow.
We have sports coming up at 7:50. It actually looked like a lot more on camera. I saw some pictures from ground level. Wasn't that much snow. But what's funny is I saw pictures of people I know who went to that game before kickoff. I mean, it's not like sunny or anything, but there's not a snowflake in sight. All of that happened like in the second half.
Jeez.
It's nuts.
Wacky weather.
Good morning to Drew Mega says, I bought a new Christmas tree and put it up. I love this time of year. And yes, I start getting my Christmas on in November. Chestnut.
I'll allow it.
I almost said chestnut protein, which is not what you drink. It's chestnut praline. So, yeah.
No extra protein powder.
Today is Job Action Day, which for some reason makes me think of like action figures, Saturday morning cartoons.
It's got some high quality job action.
It's time for you to play with Betsy the accountant. Use her brand new job action maneuver. Wow. That's the first one.
I'm filing papers.
I'm typing on my keyboard. National Canine Lymphoma Awareness Day. Lymphoma's cancer, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cancer sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Calor, the World Orange Day. We're off to a good start today. I've had chestnut protein and Calor, the World Orange Day. We are in the first 15 minutes of the show. We gonna make it? I don't know.
See.
Today is National Bittersweet Chocolate with Almonds Day.
Very specific.
When's Chocolate with Almonds Day? I don't know. I thought you said it was today. No. Today is National Bittersweet Chocolate with Almonds Day. Maybe maybe it's not like about the flavor of the chocolate. It's like tough to bring it up. You know, it's like we're excited, but it's kind of a sore subject. It's kind of bittersweet.
It's bittersweet.
It's National Keith Day, National Lorde Day, National Programmatic Advertising Day, National Retinol Day, and Notary Public Day.
Some very specific ones.
Well, yeah, just wait till we get into the day of the day. Oof. We have one for you. We have some odd news coming up too. Some deer that wandered into Pennsylvania Mall. At least someone's still visiting the mall.
Let's go to the mall.
When?
Today.
Okay. All right. Yay. And it's a story of, you know, what you ordinarily see behind your microwave. You know, two pythons mating.
Naughty.
You know, microwaves heat up food. Those pythons were getting hot.
Now you know how the microwave generates heat.
This whole time, everyone thought it was some form of waves. I was about to say atoms.
Small ones.
I was about to say atoms. I was like, there's some sort of fission going on in there. It's not how microwaves work. Waves.
Yep.
That's why it's a microwave. Did you say small ones?
Yeah, small ones.
Because they're micro.
They're microwaves.
Nice work. Good morning to Mel B on YouTube. It's good to see you.
Nice chat.
Good morning. Topic of the day, though. This is a good one. It's National Hug a Bear Day. Won't you find me a bear to hug? Don't you need a bear to hug? But we have one.
I don't know any bears we could hug.
Well, no one's reported for duty yet, so.
Yeah, duty.
You said duty. Although I suppose, you know, it's not queue time yet. Call time's a certain time, so.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Look at all the bear emotes from Downs this morning. Yes, it's National Hug a Bear Day. So we're asking you today, what animal would you like to hug? Which animal would you like to hug on National Hug a Bear Day? And I think it should be said for the record that hugging a bear would be a very difficult task. Gaming Morning Show does not condone actually hugging any actual bears. We want you to stay alive.
Yeah. Yeah, be careful with your bear hugging. Maybe choose the stuffed variety.
Even when we let folks come over and meet Bear Bear, and Bear Bear says, yes, I consent to a hug, 9 times out of 10, Bear Bear eats them. Or, sorry, does not eat them. 1 out of 10 times, though, Bear Bear does. So, you know, just keep that in mind.
I don't like those odds.
10% chance. But, you know, 90% of the time, you leave with a warm hug. So, I mean, why not take that risk? Once you hug a fluffy animal, you'll never go back.
I'd go out there and hug Bear Bear today, but it's cold outside.
It's snow possible. Mel B, it's good to see you. Thank you for being here this morning. It's going to be 80 degrees today. And then also says, so you eat dark chocolate candy bar with almonds. No, you can't have dark chocolate today. It's Bittersweet Chocolate Day.
Yeah. With your friend Lori and Keith.
Quote unquote, be careful. Playing with Jesse the accountant could be an HR violation. That says Drew Mega. There's going to be... that's a different day, Drew Mega. That's job disciplinary action day. No, so I saw a great TikTok this morning, actually. It was of someone saying, I actually love when my husband does manly things, but our tree is artificial. And so this guy dressed up in a flannel and carried the box in which the artificial tree comes in out of the woods while carrying an axe.
Nice.
And it made me laugh pretty hard. I was like, that's good. Like, it's cut your own tree day. Oh, no problem. I've got one.
Nice.
Every year you cut that tree, and it's almost the exact same dimension. It was weird.
Why do you cut it and put it in a box before you put it up?
Don't you do that with your real trees?
All the time.
Oh, crap. Oh, I discovered something about Sean yesterday. Went over to Sean's house. Yesterday was National Hefty Wife Day. Oof. We had some enjoyable experiences, let me tell you. But one of the best parts was it was taquitos, which my wife basically makes rolled up tortillas with some sort of meat and cheese in them. Is that fairly accurate?
Yeah, that's a taquito.
It was very good. Very good. So we go over to Sean's house to do that, and I arrive, and Sean's actually playing Rocket League while Sports Doc Wife is busy working on something on the computer that Sean's currently on in the streaming setup. And Sean's playing Rocket League, and Sean has to take his daughter's friend home who was visiting. So I was like, well, I can finish the last 2 minutes for you, no problem. So Sean hands me his controller with a 3-2 deficit, mind you. We were trailing upon transfer of controller. And then I go on to learn that Sean uses the square button to jump and the X button to boost. And I was all sorts of lost.
Yeah, I have those custom controls.
Do you know how hard it is to make that adjustment when you've been using these other controls for 2.5 years?
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
But you said that's a pro move.
Yeah, a lot of higher level players do that. Not that I'm a higher level player, but I tried it out one time because that's what the internet told me to try. But it's so that if you're trying to boost and then need to be able to like tap jump, you can hold X to boost with your thumb and give square a little tappy tap.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm literally hitting boost, and every time I hit jump, I have to take my finger off the boost button.
Yeah.
And you are a high level player. I don't care. You're our high level pro player.
I did in the last couple days whilst playing. I was in here just to kind of hang out with my wife. She was working on a few different things, and so I was like, well, if I'm gonna be in here, I should play some Rocket League. And I finished all of my challenges.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What are we gonna do for entertainment on Friday?
There will be new weekly challenges.
Oh, nice. And we can work on mine since, I seem to have a tougher time anyway, so why not? Look at that. Good victory to start the day. I like it.
We won.
You are one of life's winners.
7:25 West Coast time is next hour. It's 6:25 right now. It's 9:25 out on the East Coast, and it's 2:25 for those watching GMS in the UK. Thanks for being here. Oh, programmatic advertising day, you say, says Drew Mega. I work in digital marketing, so I'm familiar with programmatic advertising. It's
better than problematic advertising.
But Sean, isn't all advertising problematic?
I don't know. Let's see during the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News.
Uh-oh. I accidental tease by Hefty. Nice work.
Yeah.
Let's go. In fact, that's coming up in just a minute. An hour from now, we're going to talk to one of the creators, one of the members of We Dig Games. We're going to talk about Hamster Playground, which is a pretty cool, cutesy hamster raising type game. But it has a lot of different game modes. We'll ask what the story is behind it, and we'll find out what kind of the philosophy is behind We Dig Games and why they came up with that as their company name. So we have that coming up in an hour from now. 6:50 this morning. Birthdays this day in gaming history. That is on the way. Good morning. Nice chat to It's Copia.
Nice chat!
We have more of your comments to read in just a moment. We'll get to that. Also have to introduce you to our friend Bear Bear. We'll do that in a moment as well, because it is National Hug a Bear Day. What kind of animal would you like to hug? Please let us know. Right now it's time to get informed the video game headlines of the day. And for that, as always, we turn to hashtag Video Game Expert. Here's Sean.
Good morning. It is Monday, November 7th, 2022, and this is your Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News. First up, we have some Call of Duty news. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 has been out for a little bit now, and owners of the Vault Edition are going to get 20 hours of double XP after some confusion. This is from Adam Bankhurst of IGN. This all started, the Vault Edition was supposed to come with some tokens for double XP and double weapon XP. But the tokens were meant only for players who purchased the Vault Edition from the in-game store of another Call of Duty game like Vanguard, Black Ops, Cold War, Warzone, or Modern Warfare. However, there were many who assumed all Vault Edition owners would be getting these bonuses. And there was some outrage about that because it wasn't explained very well, and why you'd have to go into an existing Call of Duty game to buy the next Call of Duty game and that got you bonuses is a little silly anyway. They decided to just give everybody the XP tokens, which is a good call. They said in a tweet, quote, "We understand there has been some confusion about an in-game store exclusive reward for the Vault Edition. Therefore, we've decided to reward all players that currently own or purchase any version of the Modern Warfare 2 Vault Edition with 10 hours of double XP tokens and 10 hours of double weapons XP tokens. Current owners who have not already received the tokens should expect to see them in their account over the next 48 hours. So silly.
I mean, it sounds like it was attempted to be like a loyalty thing where it's like, hey, if you already have the game, go into the game that you currently have and buy it.
Yep.
But then probably not smart to put the Vault Edition anywhere else.
Yeah. I think that's the confusion, because I've bought previous Call of Duty games. I'm not going to install them to buy the new game through the old game. I don't know. It's silly. I mean, they did the right thing and stood by it.
Is 20 hours of XP a lot?
It's a bit. I mean, it's
20 hours, right? Thank you. Appreciate it.
It's about twice as much as 10 hours.
Oh! What if I usually play in spurts of 5 hours?
Ooh, 4 times as much.
Whoa!
5 hours. Yeah.
That's just powerful. Listen, I think this is where calling this game Modern Warfare 2 is already confusing some people. That's fine. Like, that's an assumed risk when you kind of go back to the thing. It's like, wait, I already own this, right? But I think there's just too many like forks in the Call of Duty road, not just from a naming standpoint, from all of the things that it is. It's like, you get this or this edition, and then this Captain Price edition or whatever his name is. Like, oof. Just buy the game.
Very confusing. So they figured it out. I'm sure now everyone gets double XP.
What if I play in 2 hour sprints?
Well, do I have news for you? 10 times as much.
Nice.
In our next news story, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope is going to get 3 expansions next year. This is from Marcus Stewart of Game Informer. Sparks of Hope is available now. So you can go and play that, and it's going to get 3 DLC packs in the year 2023. You can get the gold edition for $89.99, which will include all 3 DLC packs, or if you've already purchased the game and would like to buy just the season pass, it is $29.99 to get all 3 of those. Or of course you can wait till they come out and buy them. I was almost gonna say a la mode. That's a different thing. A la carte.
I like my Mario games with the side of ice cream, please.
That'd be nice. Thank you. The first one will come out early next year. Tower of Doom, with multiple M's in there, hence the oom. This introduces a new combat mode where the team must fight their way up Madame Wastrella's multi-story tower to rescue Spawny, the visitor rocking rabbit from Kingdom Battle. Tower of Doom will be exclusive to the season pass, meaning you'll be unable to purchase it separately, so just scratch that a la mode thing. The second Untitled DLC will come mid-2023. We don't know much about that. And then the last one will come towards the end of 2023. So check it out. Sparks of Hope has been getting pretty fantastic reviews, so if you're a fan of that style of game, especially if you played the first one and liked it, probably worth checking out at some point. So check a look. And in our last news story, the one we inadvertently teased earlier, there was an interesting ad campaign in the city of New York over the weekend. And this is what Luke Plunkett of Kotaku describes as a dystopian Candy Crush drone fleet that was unleashed into the skies above New York. Late last week, 500 drones were dispatched into the air above New York City, lighting up the Manhattan skyline on Thursday night so the world could see a Candy Crush advertisement. It's so sad. I mean, it's well done, but so sad. The stunt was staged for the game's 10th anniversary and saw the drones deployed to create a series of images, hashtags, and slogans from the game, ranging from a depiction of Candy Crush's play button to just a huge aerial version of the game's logo, floating ominously over downtown like a bonus level from Space Invaders. I'm getting the sense that Luke over at Kotaku does not like this.
Well, I mean, listen, drone art, I guess. Drone fireworks, I suppose. I mean,
no, drone art. Dart.
Dart? Drart. I like Drart. I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, it looks neat. Did they not tell anyone that this was going to happen?
Yeah, I don't know when this was made public or if they just did it.
The artificial intelligence is starting to get a little too smart. It's like, hey, we're going to go play some Candy Crush. We're going to let people know about it. I'm not going to lie, I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very unnecessary, but I mean, got some attention. That's what you want with marketing, so.
That's true.
But, you know,
we should all download Candy Crush to sell.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably
not.
And always last. Oh, nope. Back to Candy Crush. Nope. No, I want to talk more Candy Crush.
I'm not saying it led to sales, but it's good marketing.
Yeah, it is. We're talking about it. When's the last time we talked about Candy Crush on this show? Last time I played Candy Crushes because I had a train ride to the downtown clinic when I was in school and I was bored. And then as soon as I stopped riding that train, I deleted that game and never looked back. And always last but never least, we finish off today's Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News with the world-renowned segment within a segment where we take a look at what is out today, like Soulstone Survivors, which is out on PC, Terracotta, which is out on PC, and for the most prestigious award in video game-focused morning shows, your favorite segment within a segment within a segment. Today's name of the morning goes to Banana Hell, out on PC.
Banana Hell.
Banana Hell. Now, I can't quite confirm if this is a hell for bananas or a hell for those who don't like bananas, and there's bananas everywhere.
It's too early in November. I can't comment because I don't want you to have any inside knowledge what I just saw, but
Oh boy.
I don't think it's anywhere close to either of your hunches. Let's just put it that way. Oof.
Is it a spooky banana?
I don't know, man. It's a game called Banana Hell, and it's our name of the morning. Congratulations to it. Holy cow. Looks dark. Looks a little bit like hell. It could become our name of the morning. Hey, guess what? We have some name of the morning news to actually provide you today, and that is involving our October name of the months, which is something that we do every single month. We name one of the names of the morning our name of the month, and we haven't done any of the procedural stuff for that quite yet this particular month. Usually on the first Monday of the month, we basically list the finalists for it, and then on Tuesday, we let you know who the winner of Name of the Month is, the game that gets the award, and then we'll try to get somebody on this week to talk about that particular game. And then if you're a Patreon subscriber, we'll open up a chance to win it and announce the winner of that coming up on Thursday. Our Name of the Month giveaway is exclusive to Patreon subscribers in the month it is named, and then we have a Patreon it's just that anyone can win giveaway coming up in the early part of 2023. So, Sean, do you want to tell us the finalists? We're looking for the finalists for our Name of the Month for the month of October. There were some doozies that we announced over the course of the month of Halloween.
We had some good ones. October was an interesting month. Lots of highs and lows. We had quite a few days where there weren't any names of the morning, either because there were no games out or there was only one game out and it was not worthy of name of the morning. But then when we had some really good ones. So we have 3 finalists for the month of October. First one came in the first week, and it came in a week where there were lots of no names of the morning, and so the fact that we got one on the finalists lists from that week is impressive, and that's the game Chef Life, a restaurant simulator, out on PlayStation's, Xbox's, Switch, and PC. We always like our simulator games, so you want to be a Chef Life, so you want to be a restaurant. Those are pretty good ones. So that one's one of our finalists. And then fast forward a couple weeks to the middle of October. On the 18th, we had the very nicely named Them's Fightin' Herds.
That's such a good name.
Which is a really good name. That's out on the PlayStations, the Xboxes, and the Switch. And then right at the end of the month, not quite the very end on the 31st, but on the 28th, we had Dungeon Munchies out on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. Also a very, very nice name.
Okay. So coming up on tomorrow's show, find out which one of those 3 will be our name of the month, and then we will have a giveaway for it for our Patreon subscribers. Always a prestigious award. We have a line out the door every single first Monday of the month to see. We had to turn about 25 of them away because, sorry, it's not you this month.
Mm-hmm.
Especially for those that were named October 1st. They were out there all month, Sean.
All month, just waiting.
It's so cold. Or so hot, depending on where we are. You never know.
It was warm at the time, but now it might be snowy.
Or 80 degrees, if you ask Austin Attack 12. Or Mel B. Apparently, it's also 80 degrees there. So, there you go. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate it. Somebody who's always on our minds every single month, every single day, but especially today, because we have a chance to hug thee, is the bear behind Sean's blind. It makes me git-y to say hi to Bear Bear. We can't wait to hug Bear Bear. Bear Bear. So much better than a pug. I mean, sorry, pug owners, but I mean, look at them.
You could have made it threatening, and you could have been like so much better as a rug.
In Bob's box.
Morning, baby.
Oh, look at him. He's so cute and huggable.
I'll go hug him when I leave to take sports doc, son.
Okay.
I'll give him a little hug.
Lots of bear emojis, mostly from Downs, because Downs has some bear emojis, which is great. Drew Mega said, I thought about hugging a bear, then I saw videos of people interacting with bears and told myself, nope. Yes, please. Only because I grew up in a place where people tried to hug bison all the time. Don't hug bears.
Just don't hug wildlife.
Yeah. Yeah. Even if it's a squirrel, it's not the time, okay? Instead, why don't you come over to Sean's house? Sean will help you hug bears safely. Yeah.
Ish. You still have a 1 in 10 chance of being eaten.
Yeah. Who knows? Let's roll the dice. Mel B said, I wouldn't hug a bear unless it's a teddy bear that I know they wouldn't hurt me. Unless your bear teddy bear gets possessed by some killer's soul like Chucky. And then...
You paused it. Since you wouldn't hug a bear unless it was like a teddy bear that she knows, and then you pause. I was like, oh, no stranger teddy bears.
It's good to see everyone. Downs has a question for Sean's stream. I'll ask you about that coming up in just a moment. Austin Attack 12 says, you're lucky I have to go. We're never lucky when Austin has to go. Copia says, I'd like to hug a manatee.
Ooh. Manatee. I've been watching, I got in some sort of algorithm, and I've been fed a bunch of beluga whale videos. Now I want to hug a beluga whale. There's one where there's a beluga whale that's just messing with a seagull, like swimming up beneath it, and just like gently biting it, like, I'm gonna get you, and then it swims away, and it comes back up and it bites it, and then the seagull had a fish at one point, and the whale took the fish and was like teasing the seagull with it. I didn't know they were so like silly and playful. It was great.
Later on, that whale murdered that seagull real hard.
Yeah, I didn't tell you how the video ended.
Yeah, it was complete and utter destruction.
Blood everywhere.
Contraire Hefty. I've done well with high relevancy. Programmatic advertising can be great, says Drew Mega. Okay, now I sound like a marketing keener. Hey, if that's your profession, if that's the work that you do, I love that you're passionate about it. Happy National Programmatic Advertising Day to you, Drew Mega. All right, 6:41.
You can news if you wanna.
Here's the story that we're tracking at this hour. It takes us to the mall.
Today.
I mean, to be fair, our niece was telling us some drama that happened at the mall yesterday, and I had to ask my fellow adults in the room, was like, is this what the mall is like now? I didn't remember there being so much, not adversity, but tension. There's a lot of tension in the mall nowadays.
It's like a war zone.
Hey, Call of Duty.
Warzone 2 coming.
We played in the mall. The last edition of Call of Duty.
That was a good night.
This story comes from Ben Hooper of UPI. A JCPenney store in Pennsylvania was temporarily closed because a deer wandered into the store and made its way to a dressing room. It's a very specific beeline. Deer line. Employees at a Qdoba restaurant in Lancaster said the deer entered the mall through a door near the eatery and ran into a nearby JCPenney store. Witnesses said the deer wandered through the store and ended up in a dressing room. The Pennsylvania Game Commission was contacted, and personnel responded to escort the deer back outdoors. The store remained closed as of Thursday. It's a very succinct story.
Yeah. I like how the Qdoba employees saw it. They're like, no, stop. Ah, too late.
I guess that deer belongs to JCPenney now.
That deer's looking for a great deal on some slacks.
When's the last time you've been to a JCPenney?
It's been a while, but it's been in the last couple of years. I had to get some work pants, and I was at a mall and wandered into JCPenney. I wandered into the JCPenney that I used to work at when, before I started Cairo school.
I didn't know you worked at JCPenney.
Yeah, I unloaded trucks at like 4 a.m.
Wow.
It was a terrible job. Would never do that again. Not because of JCPenney, but because too early.
So it said you signed up to host a morning radio show at 6 a.m.
Yeah, also a terrible, terrible choice.
You're never gonna do this again. This is Sports.Gaming's last day.
Although this is, on average, more enjoyable than unloading the truck at 4 in the morning.
On average. Not every day, but most of the days.
Most of the days.
Oh, nice follow. Down says, I will hug all the wildlife. Meanwhile, Drew Mega says, Bear looks like he's both looking for a hug and hungry.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, I mean, that's kind of where the 90-10, hug to mauling split comes from. Because every once in a while, the hunger is just too strong.
Yeah, and sometimes he's not even hungry. He just likes the sport of it.
The sport? We're going to give poor Bear a bad PR rap here. Bears hunt for sports, says Gaming Morning Show. All right, we got birthdays this day in gaming history coming up in about 5 minutes from now. Next hour, we'll talk about Hamster Playground. That's at 7:25 a.m. Pacific time. If you can't stick around for the interview, be sure to catch it on our YouTube page, youtube.com/gamingmorningshow. Down says the deer does not wish to be bear deer anymore. Get it? Because the bear is going to JCPenney to get some clothes. I mean, it did go straight to the fitting rooms, as the story mentioned, so...
Yeah, I mean, it knew exactly what it wanted and went and grabbed some and went to the fitting room. So.
The deer's a very efficient shopper, in and out. Oh, so that reminds me, I told you I would tell everybody what I did on National Hefty Wife Day. So, National Hefty Wife Day is the day where the Denver Broncos don't play football. Every NFL team has a bye week. The Broncos was this last Sunday, mercifully. And... so National Hefty Wife Day involves Hefty Wife getting to do basically whatever Hefty Wife wants us to do. And so I was told earlier on in the week, but certainly the morning of, that we were going to clean off the deck in the rain. We have a deck behind our house, and it hadn't been cleaned off from the summertime. And so Hefty Wife really wanted to have some of the clutter removed from the deck. I was like, okay, that's fine. I mean, I wish it wasn't raining. Could have handled this a couple months ago, but sure, okay, I'm fine. And then we had to go get the kids' coats because both of our kids grew since their last kind of wintry coats were purchased. It's like, okay, we can do that. So go outside, and we start cleaning off the deck, and then the deck project turned into the carport project, and then my wife asked for a ladder to go clean the gutters, and I was like, no. No, we're not doing this. One thing leads to another. We're not going to get the coats done, and plus I don't want to go get out the ladder. It's a pain. Nor clean the gutters, which is also a pain. Anyway, point being, it was like compounding interest. My wife was trying to make things exponentially increase in terms of the amount of cleaning we were doing outside, and I said no. Actually, I didn't say no, Sean. I reminded Hefty Wife of her original goal because it's National Hefty Wife Day, and I wanted her to get everything that she wanted from the original list. Oh, crap. So we did get the coats, though. Then the downside to that was I spent 30 minutes in a checkout line at a Ross. Holy cow. That line took forever. It reminded me of how much I don't like shopping, but especially on a Sunday. Do you remember when the checkout line at a place like Ross used to be like one aisle of, impulse items? There'd be like some Russell Stover's chocolate and like some Coke.
Yeah.
This one's
drug or Coca-Cola?
Probably, I don't know. I've never bought it. This one was a zigzag maze to get to the checkout stands. We were going back. It was like a snake game. It was nuts.
That's how they get you.
My next shot in. All right, thank you for being here. It's a Gaming Morning Show, 6:49 West Coast time. It's 9:49 out east. It's 2:49 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. It's so good to have you all on your regularly scheduled time. over in the UK. Wondering
What's for breakfast?
if you're still eating. Downs was reporting a lot of ham and cheese sandwiches last week, but now back to regular time. I don't think Downs is eating lunch at this time anymore. It's a little bit late.
Still have lunch.
Mel B says, "Oh, mine wouldn't do that because I don't practice voodoo." Going back to the teddy bear that's alive, but says beluga whales are so cute to me.
They're pretty cute.
And apparently very playful.
Yeah.
Or a serial killer. One of the two. That's why the beluga whale is playing with the seagull. It's a serial killer. As they are.
As they are.
Wasn't there a beluga whale in Finding Dory?
Yeah.
Now rewatch that movie, but with the beluga whale as a serial killer.
That's a different movie.
Sociopath. Down says the deer does not wish to be bear deer anymore, and then said Sean Job number 27. That's a throwback.
Nice.
I still think Mike had more jobs.
Absolutely.
Mike Job number 1.
Nice. Down says maybe it's a deer because it spends all of its money on fashion. Because it spends all its money on fashion.
Beep boop beep boop.
Took Bob a second. Downs 8 before we got started. Yes, I got it about how it was spelled. Our JCPenney closed down near us and had breakfast at 6:30, then walked the dog. Mel B, do you walk the dog twice before we're off the air? It's a lot of dog walking.
It's a busy morning.
That's a good pet owner. You're crushing the dog ownership world. Nice work. Oh, before we get into the next thing, GMS Tuesday nights is tomorrow. Sean's going to play Trombone Champ.
Yeah. It'd be great.
Can you give us a preview?
See, here at GMS, we like to recognize games that are getting popular because they're funny and everyone streams them, and then we like to just hold off for 2 months and then play them. So that's what we're doing. This is a game that a lot of people streamed and played back in September because it's really funny. And now we're gonna play it in November. So we're gonna play lots of music, and I play the actual trombone. I don't know yet if those skills are gonna translate at all. But we'll play some silly music on the Trombone Champ.
What if you fail? What will it sound like? It's actually not because we waited to play it. It's because we just found out about it yesterday. That's why we're deciding to play it. Just kidding. Just kidding. Sean's pancreas is better than that. Nice. Good morning to Hey, it's Brendan TTV.
Nice chat.
It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. Today is National Hug a Bear Day, so we're asking you questions about which animal would you like to hug. But right now, it's time for birthdays this day in gaming history. If you have a birthday to celebrate, please let us know, because we would like to celebrate with you. Speaking of the mall, we get the 80s music.
Nice.
We can go to the mall today. I never knew How I Met Your Mother would bring such a slogan to my life.
For all malls.
For all malls. If you've never seen Let's Go to the Mall, everybody, from Robin Sparkles, look it up. You will not regret the next 3.5 minutes of your life.
Yeah, it's pretty fantastic.
Why does it look like the 80s there? You said it was the early 90s. Yeah. 90s got to Canada, or 80s got to Canada late. All right, today's celebrity birthdays. Joni Mitchell turned 79 today.
Nice. Joni was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1997. Some time ago.
That was like 25 years ago.
Yeah.
Do you know the Broncos won the Super Bowl for the first time that year?
Nice.
Joni Mitchell was not part of that team.
Oh, that's too bad. I pulled up Joni's Wikipedia page because Joni Mitchell's great. And under the section where it has her years active, she was active from 1964 to 2002. and then 2006 to 2007, and then 2013, and then 2022 to present. Like, I don't know how they generate these years active, but this one seems very specific.
Well, and what constitute being active? Like, do you sing once in that year?
Does that count?
And is it a concert appearance, or do you have to like sing on an album?
The gaps weren't so present, like, or weren't so large that you couldn't just say she's been active from 1964 to now. There were only a couple of years in there she missed.
Actor Christopher Knight turned 65 today.
Christopher, after the Brady Bunch ended, he appeared in episodes of The Bionic Woman and Happy Days.
And that was never heard from again.
At least not until September 12th, 2022.
Rocker Tommy Thayer turns 63. I'm guessing, just a hunch, that Tommy might have been part of the band Kiss.
A little bit. Tommy is originally from Portland, Oregon.
Well, how about that? I actually grew up with Tommy. In Portland. Today, Lorde, the singer, turns 26.
Lorde won 2 Grammys in 2014 for her album Royals.
Holy
How
cow.
many nominations?
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a long
Grammys
while.
edition. Hit the music.
So when we play this game, we have to guess the opposite of what we know. What we know is the fun fact is won 2 Grammy Awards in 2014 for her album Royals. So now we have to figure out how many times Lorde was nominated. Now, I think Lorde had some success before Lorde went primarily mainstream, but has been fairly quiet since. Still think talented enough. I feel like we're gonna go 2 for 6. 6 Grammy nominations for Lorde.
Very close. Very, very close. Lorde was 2 for 5. Back in 2014, when she won for Royals, she won Song of the Year and Best Pop Solo Performance. She was also nominated for Record of the Year and Best Pop Vocal Album. She was also nominated in 2018 for her album Melodrama.
That was no, incorrect still.
So close.
That wasn't bad for not having played that game in a long time.
Yeah, proud of you.
Pretty okay. All right, today there are no drummer birthdays. Any other birthdays that you noticed?
It's Marie Curie's historical birthday. Scientist researched a lot of radioactive science. Died because of that research.
And inspired an Imagine Dragons song.
One of the female scientists that inspired my daughter. She learned a lot about Marie Curie at one point. That's all I see. Man, what a light list today.
You forgot about Party of 5 actor, because I never miss a chance to celebrate the great Fox show Party of 5. Jeremy London is 50 years old today. And all I'm trying to figure out is whether Jeremy London was actually part of the Party of 5 or a secondary character. Because it was Matthew Fox, Scott Wolf, Nev Campbell, and Lacey Chabray. And they had their baby brother, Owen, who was played by several actors. I don't think that's who Jeremy London played. So I'm going to guess not the 5th of the Party of 5. All right, there you go. That's your birthdays list. That's probably fine because we have an exhaustive list of this day in gaming history. This one starts in 1982, Sean. We have one from before 1995. You get to play lawsuit or not lawsuit. Was 1982 a lawsuit?
Oh, I've been not doing great lately.
That's true.
82 seems early.
You used to have
to go not a lawsuit.
Yeah, you used to have one rule, which is if it's before like if it's early 80s, it's never a lawsuit.
Which I feel like let me down last time when the first sentence of what it was like so and so sues so and
Yeah, that's true.
so and so files a lawsuit. You're wrong, Sean, and then the rest. I'm gonna go lawsuit.
It was interesting to see it in the copy that said you're wrong.
Very specific.
The year was 1982, Sean. United Features Syndicate sues Creative Computing for copyright infringement. Woohoo! We get to celebrate a lawsuit.
Yes.
And the crowd goes wild.
Acted Creative Computing to stop selling the computer game Snoopy and destroy existing video cartridges.
Correct.
Nice work.
Nice.
How's it feel to be one of life's winners?
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. Maybe this will turn it around. In 1996, Sega released the Sonic 3D Blast game. That was for Genesis and Saturn. And then in the year 2000... Seagate Technology announced that it would supply hard drives for Microsoft's Xbox video game system. That was in the year 2000.
In the year 2000.
It's a lot harder finish on that, isn't it?
Yeah.
The syllables just don't really smoothly fit a theme song. 2005, Nintendo put out Mario Party 7. There's some Mario Parties that came out last week, like revivals, right?
Yeah. Mario Party and Mario Party 2 on the Switch on their like Nintendo 64 emulator.
I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't play old school Mario Party. Like that seemed like it would have been a good dorm room game.
Yeah.
Missed opportunity. Donkey Kong Country 3 came out for Game Boy Advance that same year. The following year, Buena Vista Games released Lumines 2 for PlayStation Portable.
Nice.
Or Lumines, one of the two.
No, you're right the first time. Lumens.
2006, Sims 2 Pets came out for PlayStation 2, PlayStation Portable, Nintendo DS, and GameCube. Scott Chick put those right next to the Nintendogs. It's easy access there.
The Nintendogs live under Scott Chick's bed.
2006, Activision releases Tony Hawk's Project 8 for Variety Machines. Red Octane that same year put out Guitar Hero 2. Nice. 2006 as well, Microsoft announced it will offer 1,000 hours of television shows and movies for download on the Xbox 360. It was 1,000 television hours and movies, not
$1,000 in money.
Different.
Different thing.
2006, Vivendi put out Fear, First Encounter Assault. Same year, there's a lot of 2006. Electronic Arts puts out EA Replay for PlayStation Portable. Had 14 different titles, including Mutant, League Football, and Road Rash, among others. Interesting.
Nice.
The rest of these are from 2006, except one of them. Sony put out SOCOM U.S. Navy SEALs Combined Assault. It was a farming game. How about Combined Assault? That sounds better. Combined Assault. 2006, Call of Duty 3 came out for Variety Machines. SOCOM U.S. Navy SEALs Fireteam Bravo 2 came out for PlayStation Portable that same year. And then Gears of War was released this date in 2006.
Gears of War and Gears of War 2 were fantastic. I never played anything beyond that.
Well, it's because it wasn't released on November 7th, because in 2008, Microsoft put out Gears of War 2. That's a pretty fast turnaround, isn't it? 2 years later for a sequel?
Yeah, that's pretty good. I failing to recall perfectly because it's been a while, but I think that was a game where they were kind of developed, like they developed the first two games like in one. They had one plan, and that was to develop the two games hand in hand. So it was a quick turnaround because they just kept going.
Nice. All right, there you go. That's your This Day in Gaming History and birthdays on the 7th of November, 2022. Thank you very much. That was a good list. I'm proud of that one.
That was a good one.
Congratulations again on winning Lawsuit or Not Lawsuit.
Oh, thank you.
All right, next hour we'll talk to someone from Weekdays. We're going to talk to Mike about Hamster Playground and find out a little bit more information about what you can expect from this game if you want to check it out. Kalaf, our head of research and development, good morning to you, by the way, way up earlier in the hour. Put out a link to find the game on Steam. Good morning to Forgettable Vendetta, answers our question of the day, which is National Hug a Bear Day. We're asking, what animal would you like to hug Vendetta says a koala. A koala. Good answer. Next hour, sports as well. Sports. Stick around. Sean Hefty coming back with hour number 2. It's next on Facebook and at GamingMorningShow.tv. Thank you for being here for the Monday edition.
I hope you're ready for bars. Lost direction and I got no poster. Was fighting alone, yeah, I got these scars. Was going to episode, darkness game over. Not over. I was high with bad emotions. Now it's time for me to get sober. Yeah, I failed and fell down many times. Not ashamed of it, not gonna cover.
Something crazy happened there. It was crazy, you know what I mean? See? There was a llama on the lamb.
He said
It
"see"
ran
like a
loose.
gangster.
It ran loose
See
through
here.
Ontario.
See?
See here, huh? Animal rescuers in Ontario. They're trying to find the llama. You know what I mean? See? Okay. It was wandering through a residential neighborhood in the rural area of the province. That means a place. Yeah, a place. The Cambridge Humane Society said the llama was spotted multiple times this week, especially if you're near the Arkell and Push Lynch community, somewhere south of Gulps. Rudy Gwitter snapped a photo of the llama sometime around 2:30 p.m. That's in Canadian time. That was on Wednesday, which is in Canadian day, as he was driving home from work. I thought, is this a horse? It wasn't a horse because it wasn't that size. Then I realized it's a llama. Winter said he kept the distance from the animal, which appeared to be about 7 feet tall. Oh boy. I was pulling out. He was pulling in. The tail was going back and forth. Water was flying everywhere. It was total chaos in the back. The iguana was again able to escape his grasp. Unfortunately, I was left with a handful of tail, he recalled. The family summoned trapper Harold Rondon from Iguana Lifestyles. Who was finally able to get the iguana out of the commode. Hilbler said he determined the iguana had gotten in through a sewage vent on the roof of his home? What?
He says, sister.
He told us that he was a prisoner of Americans for a while.
But some of the Valentines are not so nice.
We asked him how it was to live under communism, and he said that it was terrible at first because everybody had to work so hard and because there wasn't much shelter or food or clothing.
Oranges are orange, watermelon's green. Here's the funniest picture that I've ever seen.
Things were much better now.
Thanks a lot, Barry, says sister.
He had a pleasant little apartment, and his daughter was getting an excellent education.
Gee, thanks, sister, says Barry.
His mother was incinerated in the Dresden firestorm. So it goes.
To Teacher Jane.
He sent O'Hare a postcard at Christmas time, and here is what it said.
We love teachers out there.
I wish you and your family also, as to your new friend, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I hope that we'll meet again in a world of peace and freedom in the taxi cab.
Have you ever been there, Dr. Chen?
There's that. And then also, Culty, are you like a movie expert or something? Already has said that's a terrible movie. But for some reason, I feel like Culty knows all these movies we talk about. That's a complete tangent.
But he also said he unlurked to say Trolls 2 better be on this list.
Boy, have I got
Find out.
good news for you, Colton.
I have a problem with this next one.
Number 4 is Anaconda, and I would like to say that this is the reason I thought anacondas were going to be such a problem in my life when I was a child, because I saw a part of this movie and I was like, I gotta get out of here.
You believe this movie?
Well, I wasn't supposed to be watching it, and I think movies like this are what started my horror fear.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Leprechaun? Because St.
I have
Patrick's
seen
Day
part
will
of
take
it,
on a whole new day for you.
Yeah.
Any
I don't know
movie
anything about
Ice Cube
movies.
is in is a documentary.
True.
This came out in 1997, has 40% on Rotten Tomatoes. Nearly a decade before there were
almost did. But I
Mike
was
talks
like, I
about
don't know how.
Starbucks bathrooms all the time.
I thought it was relevant because I'm afraid of public bathrooms, so I thought maybe I could use one of these if they're good bathrooms. I wouldn't be so scared if they were a nice bathroom.
It sounds like at least 3 of the 4 of us like a good private public bathroom.
I don't want to go in the public bathroom. I'm afraid.
But when you have a solo public bathroom, it's better.
Yeah,
No,
but it's still
true.
probably gross.
Not at Starbucks. I mean, Mike's got
Well,
the
I
Starbucks
don't.
has a
I don't
really
go to
nice
Starbucks.
Okay, have
Well,
you?
I don't either, but they have a really great crapper.
Yeah, you
So-
go there for the bathroom if you're not there for the coffee.
Yeah, I've had Starbucks coffee twice in my life, but I've pooped in their bathroom at least 24 times.
Well, I guess I'm never. I don't poop in public. I don't even pee in public. So like,
Well, I mean, I
I'm gonna
poop in a-
hold it.
in the bathroom. I
Yeah,
don't,
the public
like,
restroom.
poop in
Well,
the
Let's
store.
make sure we're
that's
specific on that. You
Yeah.
realize
Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, today's interview and sports. Find GMS on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and GamingMorningShow.tv, and become a Patreon. Join our Discord. Go to GMS.watch and click on where to find GMS. All ahead on Gaming Morning Show. Time for hour number 2. Right now.
morning, gamer. Welcome back. Gaming Morning Show continues. Thank you for being with us wherever you may be on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. Coming up tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Pacific time, we'll play Trombone Champ.
First try.
There's just no way that I can mispronounce a word like trombone champ.
Piece of cake. Common word.
It's a different game than
Easy to say.
trombone comma champ. So
I'm excited. It'll be fun. Play some music.
yeah, it's been a while since we've had a chance to have a musical performance by Sports.Gaming. So it'll be exciting to have this back and ready to go for tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Pacific time on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. Coming up in about 10 minutes, we'll talk to one of the creators from We Dig Games. We have that coming up. Hamster Playground is on the way, or you can at least find more out about it. Mel B said, you shouldn't be afraid of public bathrooms. When you go in, when you got to go, just go. It's bad to hold your bladder. My bladder doesn't even empty all the way, so I have to go often to check my A1C for the doctor. Thought I may be diabetic, but I wasn't. Yeah, those were interesting throwback clips during the break. I had forgotten how much Austin does not prefer public bathrooms. Yeah. Starbucks, though, is apparently still the place to go. You can find Austin streaming at twitch.tv/AustinAttack12. And then, of course, check out the Monsters and Friends podcast. Episodes available on Thursdays. Every other Thursday, I believe, is now the release time for those. So check it out at, anywhere that you can find podcasts, including Uncle Rico's Podcast Emporium. You had a pretty solid weekend. We'll have sports coming up. I know I showed up. We were watching some football when I got there on Saturday. Anything else big and eventful happen this weekend?
No, it was a productive weekend. Had some cleaning to do, some organizing, and getting rid of old clutter and stuff. So it wasn't a very exciting weekend, but it was productive, which was good. And most sports are stupid, but USC and Oregon won, so college football's okay still.
Yeah, not bad. we had the taquitos, as I mentioned. You also, I think, are going to be streaming God of War soon. Is that true?
Yes. So God of War comes out on Wednesday is the official release date. So it's actually available starting tomorrow at 9 p.m. But that is one that I'll be playing with Sports Doc Wife. And so we will probably stream it Thursday would be my guess. That we'll play some Thursday night to check it out.
Awesome. So you can check it out there. You can follow Sports.Gaming's channel at twitch.tv/sports.gaming. Brendan says, welcome back, gamers. Welcome back. Thank you for being here as well. Also,
Nice chat.
to the element of one, what animal would you hug if you could hug any animal? It's National Hug a Bear Day. I have a couple of things that you should know from nationaltoday.com. National Hug a Bear Day is observed every year on November 7th. You are not advised to go out and embrace real bears on this day. It will be exceedingly risky and might not end well. Hug a Bear Day was designed to raise awareness about the advantages of hugging. We all need hugs. Hugs can make us feel warm, comforted, and most importantly, loved. National Hug a Bear Day is an ideal time to give a big hug to your loved ones and your adorable teddy bears. The origins of National Hug a Bear Day are unknown, but in the 1560s, verb to hug was derived from the Old Norse term hugga, which meant to soothe. The phrase is also said to be related to the German word hegen, which means to cherish. To enclose with a hedge was the original meaning. The teddy bear plushie is also a part of National Hug a Bear Day. The ancient Egyptians are credited with the invention of these soft toys.
Wow. That was a lot.
I wouldn't have guessed that that was the case, that they came from Egypt.
Yeah.
Well,
Hugga.
all right, there you go. Yeah, hugga. Hugga mugga. Oh my gosh, was it you that I was with when we found out that someone named Daniel Tiger was arrested?
Yes.
I think it was your wife who showed us, a headline or something like that so-and-so was like 34-year-old Daniel so-and-so Tiger was arrested on drug charges or something like that. And I was like, oh, Mr. Rogers' neighborhood is having some issues right now.
It's a rough neighborhood these days.
Elman says, I'd hug a bear. I'm usually known as a bear when I head out to this bar back in the day. They were nice guys. This just into Gaming Morning Show. Element of one was the hugger of the bar back in the day. Like to give everyone big squeezes. Drew Mega says, yes, so excited for the new God of War.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Yeah, we just recently finished the 2018 God of War in preparation for Ragnarok coming out, and we're very excited.
Well, it's so funny because Jeff from Montana gave me his copy of God of War probably from about that time. I probably took it in like 2019, and I've had it, but being that I'm bad at playing video games, I've not played it. So
yeah, it's a good game.
I'm excited to watch you play it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So that could be happening as soon as Wednesday. Oh no, sorry, you said Thursday. Sorry.
Thursday night. Comes out Wednesday, but Sports Doc Wife works Tuesday night and Wednesday night, so we'll have to wait till Thursday night.
I actually heard that Sports Doc Wife said you could play it without her.
That definitely isn't the case. She'd be so mad. It's like the one game that I play that she just watches that she loves is all the God of War games.
Has there been multiple? I thought this was the second one.
This is the second one of the reimagining of what God of War is, but there were a bunch of God of War games back in the PlayStation 2 and 3 era.
Huh. Well, I'll be. Mel says, I thought it was because of Teddy Roosevelt. Didn't we talk about that just recently on the show with how Teddy got his name? Theodore Roosevelt to Teddy Roosevelt?
Teddy Bears. I couldn't get in front of it.
Oh, so they used to be just like stuffed bears or something like that.
Right. I think in Egypt they created the concept of like a stuffed animal.
Oh,
That's how I interpreted it.
gotcha. Nice. The day seems a little longer since we went back an hour. How are you adjusting to daylight savings time? Well, standard time.
Yeah, it's been fine.
So I thought I was getting the hour back as Friday became Saturday, which I was really excited about. I had to work late. We had a 7:30 kickoff for the game I was working on Friday night. And so I knew it was going to be a late night. And then there was, of course, a power outage, too, which then added like 45 minutes to the game. There were some hefty winds in the Pacific Northwest this past weekend. Luckily, it didn't sound like the power was out for too long in the places where it did go out, at least as far as I heard. But yeah, I think I got to where I was staying at like 12:40. And so I was like, oh, this is perfect, because I had a 7 a.m. phone call on Saturday morning. I was like, I can get some extra sleep because it's, fall back. And then I was like, oh, that's not till Saturday becomes Sunday. Oh. Which you'd think I'd know by now, but clearly not the case.
It happens. You eventually got it back, though.
That's true. Element says Hollywood got into reboots, and so did games.
Well, and the God of War games are not a reboot. That terminology is, very specific. This is a continuation of the story. It's just told in a vastly different way, in a new universe. But the first trilogy plus, because there were more than 3 games, but there were 3 numbered games. God of War games are still canon, and this is a continuation of that story.
It's so hard for me to wrap my head around how, like, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I guess it would help if, I watched them. What a novel concept. Hey, you want to understand what this whole thing is about? Maybe you should check them out. There's so many forks, though, with these things. I'm always so surprised. Just watch the movie, Hefty. All will be revealed.
Nothing I do. I can't figure out these Marvel movies.
Have you watched them?
Not a one. They make no sense.
As we've talked about, my brain is an interesting place.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, so LS, so it's a multiverse. We don't know the specifics. So God of War, the character and the original games, was part of like Greek mythology, right? The first set of games, he like in the first game, spoilers for games from the early 2000s, he made a deal with the gods, specifically Ares, the god of war. That deal went bad. The specifics don't matter, but he was mad, so he kills Ares. And apparently when you kill the god of war, well, now you are the god of war. So Kratos becomes the god of war. And he has beef with all of the Greek gods, so eventually goes through and kills a lot of the Greek gods, including Zeus. And that was, the first set of games. That was really the storyline, was him going through and enacting revenge on all of the Greek gods. And then somewhere between the last God of War game and the 2018 God of War game, he traveled in some way to Norse mythology. And the current leading theory right now, based on some evidence in some of the games and some things that Cory Barlog said, who directed many of the God of War games, is that each kind of mythos, so Greek gods, Norse gods, and probably more including like Egyptian gods, is like a separate universe inside, or a separate like world inside a bigger universe. So we'll find out more over the next couple games, I guess.
7:24 West Coast time. It's 10:24 out east, 3:24 for those watching GMS in the UK. It's gotta be pretty heavy when after you kill every single god, you have to take over their job. Jeez. Where you knew Kratos was doing everything.
The god of gods.
Thank you for being here. We're gonna talk Hamster Playground next. Gaming Morning Show. Gaming Morning Show continues. Thanks for being with us. It is the Monday edition, and we are excited to talk more video games with you, releases that are available, and we are excited to welcome in Mikhail from We Dig Games. We have a chance to talk about Hamster Playground. Good morning to you, Mikhail. How are you?
Afternoon. I mean, in Poland, it's like 4:30 p.m.
It's always nice to have folks joining us in the afternoon.
Yeah, sorry guys. I'm almost, like I said, this is the last thing I'm doing going home.
Oh,
my day is almost over.
Well, thanks for closing out your day with us. We're excited to talk about this game. I think I found it through Wholesome Games originally, which is a great Twitter feed if you're looking for different games to play. I'm curious, Hamster Playground, I kind of have a feel based on just the name for it, what it might be about, but what's the story of Hamster Playground?
Okay, so We Dig Games is a company which is connected with our parent company, which is another studio called Mass Creation. And in Mass Creation, we're doing action games. So cutting heads off, lots of blood, zombies, that kind of stuff. Yes, this is what we are mainly doing. So during the pandemic, we were finishing our previous project, and my boss came to work one day and to the online meeting, and he said that I went to YouTube and I saw that there are people who are building mazes in real life for hamsters, and then they put the hamster inside, film if the rodent can beat the maze, and it's got tons of views, like 10 millions, 20 millions, whatever. So this is a niche. Let's do a game. So this is one of those stories when it's like boss is coming to a room and saying he's got this crazy awesome idea for a game. Every developer is giving him the look. So it's like, and the story over. So this time it doesn't, because we were like I said, we were finishing the project. Everyone was at home, so we said, yeah, let's do something different. I mean, a totally different game from what we previously were doing. So it started as a hamster maze. We needed to change the title later on because it's supposed to be a simple game about hamsters racing in a maze. And that's it. We want to do like a super quick project. And how it is with games, it's also starting to grow. So we said, okay, so if we are racing the hamsters, we need to train them. Where we are going to train them? If you're training them, you need to take care of the hamsters. So let's build the house. When we build the house, we figure out, okay, so only one minigame, like one racing, is not enough. So let's do eating contest. Let's do skateboarding. So that's how the project went bigger and bigger and bigger. And we need to change the name because we decided like hamster maze might be confusing because it's no longer only about the maze. So we changed everything. We changed the name, we changed a little bit of the description of the game, and so on and so forth. And that's how the project, it is what it is now.
Yeah, it's over time. It sounds like the game really evolved and just kept adding more and more and more, and snowballed into this bigger project. So now you have tons of different modes to play. Personally, what's your favorite to play in the game?
I would say I'm a Sims guy. So like I was in the past because Sims were one of the first game I like sunk into it like for a very long time. So like building the house, customizing the house, customizing the hamsters, taking care of them, like doing all the stuff they can do at home at the hamster house. This is something that for me is very appealing. And when we were showcasing the game to other players, like on Gamescom or on PAX in Seattle, like we saw that the people were very interested in that part. So that's why we created so many cosmetics to put on the game, even in early access at the moment, in the state that the game is, because you want to let people experiment with what they can do with the creativity. And when we sometimes are seeing the screenshots of what people are like creating, we are always amazed. I mean, I think there are things which we will never think of that you can do with the elements that we put in the game. So yeah. So I think the Sims customizing, taking care of the hamster part is my favorite.
The game is available right now, free to play. You mentioned early access, of course. You can find it on Steam. We've linked through to it a couple of times. I enjoyed getting to hear about We Dig Games and some of the incorporation of internet culture into that, and saying, hey, there's this craze that's going on right now. Let's go ahead and build a game. And then it kind of ballooned from there. Michael, I really appreciate you taking the time to join us, and happy again that we could end your day. Go on home. You have nothing left to do.
I'm going.
Thanks so much for being here. We truly appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being here. Hamster Playground, check it out, is available on Steam right now. And big thanks again to Mike for joining us on this episode of Gaming Morning Show. I like how that project is like, yeah, this is going to be a certain thing, and then all of a sudden, before you know it, it's blowing up to about 38 different modes, and it was exciting to hear what Mike's favorite mode was.
They're usually making more violent action games, and someone sits them down in a room. They're like, all right, so enough cutting off heads. Here's the next idea. Hamster mazes. and then a room full of developers just go, all right, we're in.
Yeah.
I love that. That's great.
You can learn more about We Dig Games on Twitter at We Dig Games. And of course, if you missed that entire interview, you can catch it on our YouTube page. We'll put that up there. We talked about the game Whateverland, which was our September name of the month, coming up on tomorrow's Gaming Morning Show. We will name our October name of the month. And yeah, I think Wholesome Games is where I had found Hamster Playground originally, so you can check that out on Twitter as well. All right, Sean's going to step aside for just a moment. Reminder, tomorrow, GMS Plays Live is our next episode of GMS Tuesday nights. You can check it out by going to our GMS.watch website and getting ready for that. So we're going to play Trombone Champ. GMS Tuesday Nights is our new block of programming, which you can check out every single Tuesday night starting at 8 p.m. Pacific time. Now, Drew Mega says, my kid recently asked about a hamster as a pet. My wife said, absolutely no. This game may be the solution. Yeah, absolutely. And follow Mikael. I tried, we were talking right before Mike came on air. I was trying to say all the names correctly, and I was afraid that I wasn't going to. So I shied away from saying Mikael's name fully. But like Mike talked about, Poland, last thing that Mike would do for the day, and a chance to join us on Gaming Morning Show. And that's the thing, is I was going to ask the question of like how We Dig Games, which is the name of their production company or their developing company, focuses on that world of internet culture, but it was kind of answered in that very first question, right? It's like, hey, we saw this game, thought it would be kind of cool, and so we decided to start with this concept. The boss came in and was like, we're gonna make a game based on this fad that I'm seeing on the internet. And before you know it, Hamster Playground. So check it out. And Kalaf has sent out the link a couple of times, so thank you for doing that, Kalaf. But at one point, Kalaf said it's super cute, and we showed you some of the video for it, and it is in fact got a whole bunch of different things that you can play in the thing. Kalaf adds, it's cute, bunch of mini games, cute hamsters running around doing stuff. Looks like there's a multiplayer for the mini games as well. Yeah, let me play you the full trailer so that you have that available to you with the audio. This is from the Steam page. The game is called Hamster Playground, and it's available right now. So there you go, Hamster Playground. It's the game that we talked about today on Gaming Morning Show. Thanks again for Mike to join us on the show. All right, let's see what we're tracking at this hour. It's 7:38 on this morning radio show that plays games.
You can news if you want at this hour.
Whoa, Mike. Mike? I'm hefty. Bob doesn't even know my name anymore. I'm so sad. Good morning to Gabe Pride. It's good to see you. We're tracking this story. This story is interesting. All right. It is about pythons, which we've had on this show before. Stories about pythons frequent our filler stories, which is fine. Pythons are cool. Even during the last break, we heard a classic clip from GMS of Austin talking about the movie Anaconda and all that Austin thought that meant in terms of trying to avoid anacondas in Austin's life. But this is a story of pythons from Ben Hooper of UPI, and it reminds you to look behind your microwave, because you never know what you're going to find behind your microwave. Read that headline. Woman finds 2 pythons mating behind her microwave. From Ben Hooper of UPI. A reptile wrangler, writes Ben Hooper, summoned to an Australian home. Residents discovered the cause of a moving microwave is a pair of mating pythons. I don't like it. A video posted on Facebook shows the snake wrangler responding to a home because a woman had discovered that 2 carpet pythons were in the throes of passion in her kitchen. The snake catching business said the woman noticed the microwave had moved, looked behind to find a pair of mating snakes. We were able to get there quickly, relocate the 2 lovebirds back into the bush where they belong. It's from Ben Hooper of UPI. Mel B says, what state was this in? This is in Australia. Mating pythons. Terrifying. Just terrifying. I mean, I seriously can't imagine. You're just sitting there like, why'd the microwave get out of place? Oh. Like I said in the beginning of the show, microwave is all about bringing the heat, but not that kind of heat. Terrifying. Okay, there you go. It's National Bittersweet Chocolate with Almonds Day, National Cancer Awareness Day. It is National Keith Day, National Lorde Day, National Programmatic Advertising Day, National Retinol Day, Notary Public Day, Job Action Day, National Canine Lymphoma Day, Color the World Orange Day, among all the days of the day, and including National Hug a Bear Day. Listen, I've had a chance to pet a grizzly bear. They are very floofy. They're gigantic. Their claws are huge. There's a lot of things to be intimidated by a grizzly bear. However, a bear would be like, could you imagine hugging a bear? It'd be like a big warm, well, hug. Like, it'd be so cozy. I remember when I was a kid, one of my grandparents had a giant, well, not a giant. I know you can find those giant stuffed teddy bears. Usually, like, I see them at, like, warehouse stores like Costco. They're gigantic. I think they're bigger than a full-size person. This was not that big. This was probably maybe a 2-foot tall bear. But I remember I used that thing as a pillow when I was an itty-bitty little kid. It was great. It was very cozy. So I could imagine hugging a real bear would be just delightful. As long as it didn't maul you. Which I realize a bear could do. Good morning to Groggy or Die. I want to hug a penguin. It's not a bad answer. I mean, they seem cuddly. But they also seem, like, damp. How well does their, like, exterior wick away water? Because, for example, yesterday, Sean's cat, Arturo, came in after it's been raining now in our part of the world for, 3 straight weeks at this point, which I love, but cats don't. And Hefty Floof is a medium hair cat, and so definitely goes outside and gets pretty cold, I suspect. But Arturo's kind of a short hair cat. And came inside and was very damp. So I guess that's why I asked that question. It's like, how wet are penguins? I get the impression that like their bodies are designed to survive some harsh temperatures, right? Very well, I'd imagine, says Groggy. Why this is so funny to me is texture is an issue for you that expands beyond food. It really does. Yeah, I don't like... Yeah, texture is definitely a thing, Groggy. You're spot on about that. But like, how cold would they be? Because if you're gonna go in for a hug, we talked about this earlier. Like a hug is kind of to provide like warmth, both emotionally and physically. Texture's my kryptonite, says Groggy. Probably true. Right now it's Rocket League because we are getting smoked. Although it looks like I jumped in this game and pretty much immediately joined 2AI. So I'm playing without any teammates, by and large. Had a good day yesterday morning. I played some Apex Legends, though, but I ended up soloing through ranked and had a very good solo rank experience. Now, I don't talk when I'm playing solo rank, which, as I imagine, can cause problems sometimes, depending on who your teammates are, what kind of experience you have. So that went down pretty okay. Moved up a rank. Had a couple of games where I was in line with my teammates in terms of the stats. So I was pretty happy with it, to be honest. Wow, that game went fast. It's 7:46 West Coast time. It's 10:46 out east. Now 3:47 for those watching GMS in the UK. Congratulations again for being back on standard time and aligned with us, because we have done the daylight savings time switchback as well, the fallback. And so now we are in the standard time as well. So now everything's aligned. It's the 3 o'clock hour. Final hour crew will get us from 4 to 5. Groggy said, I saw and thought about inviting you, but alas, I thought you had teammates. Groggy, if you ever see me on, you're always welcome to click that invite button. And if I can play, I will. Mel B said, when you ask Siri how wet a penguin is, she gives you the size of one, as Siri should. That's why we always trust Alexa with our questions.
Alexa, cancel. We have enough toilet paper.
It's Copious says, when I'm 7-0 down, I always just say, hey, at least it's not 8. That was a tough game. But you know what? When you're down 7-0, sometimes you just have to persevere. I still got part of my weekly challenges. I probably got some clears in that game. Now I'm closer to getting my 25 clears in online matches. Why not play the game? Right? Jeez. Why not? Groggy says, going to invite Hefty Goof every time ever. Yeah, if you ever see me on, you can invite me, and we'll have a chance to play. So, if it was a golf score, you would have won. Absolutely, I had the lowest score. 8-0, go Birds. Yeah, sports time coming up very shortly. Thank you for being here. We have the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Re-News coming up in just a bit. That is on the way. We'll tell you about the video game headlines that you need to know on this Monday. A couple of the This Day in Gaming Histories, a lot of them were from 06. A lot of games came out this day in gaming history that year. Lumens 2, The Sims 2 Pets, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater was not out today. It was Tony Hawk's Project 8. Also, Fear, First Encounter Assault Recon. It was an acronym. Out today. EA Replay came out for PlayStation Portable, had 14 titles, including Syndicate and Wing Commander. SOCOM US Navy SEALs Combined Assault, Call of Duty 3, and US Navy SEALs Fire Team Bravo 2 all came out this day. And so did Gears of War. And Downs had some interesting anecdotes about Gears of War at the end of last hour. We were talking about, well, how much that game meant to Downs, because I love Gears of War, but then I talked about how quickly it turned around to a sequel. Downs says Gears of War 2 came out 2 years after Gears of War. Gears of War 3 came out 3 years after Gears of War 2. And Gears of War ruined it coming out 5 years later. 5 years later. That's true. That's true. So, there you go. How do you rip off a defender's helmet and then get the call to go your way and another shot? The Chiefs are cheaty little babies, and I hate them. Okay. Fine. 7:50. Let's get into it. It's time for sports. Yesterday, NFL football, like I said, I was out of the loop because yesterday was National Hefty Wife Day. So we celebrated by cleaning up the deck and going to get coats for the kids. That's how we celebrated National Hefty Wife Day. Hefty Wife had a great day, though, and that's what's supposed to happen during the Broncos bye week. I can tell you, I'm happy to report, that the Broncos did not lose yesterday. Did not lose. So, that's a win. However, an AFC West team came close to losing in the Sunday night game. That was the Kansas City Chiefs hosting your Tennessee Titans. Titans led that game 17-9, but had one first down in the second half. Chiefs score, take a couple of tries at getting a 2-point conversion. There were some penalties against the Titans. Some people in chat are alleging that maybe it's, unfair that there was a lot of physicality as a receiver was guarded by a defensive back, and the defensive back's helmet came off during that fighting, but the penalty was called on the defensive back. That is what it seems like some in our chat are alleging today. However, it was not the case. The 2-point conversion was good. We went to overtime. Chiefs get the ball first. Titans put them in 2 fourth-down situations. Chiefs convert one of them. Can't convert the second, so they kick a field goal. So the Chiefs had a chance to win the game, and I don't think they moved the ball forward. I think they went to like a 4th and 26 or something. So it's tough when you're playing with a backup quarterback, a rookie, versus Patrick Mahomes, who's arguably the best quarterback in the NFL. Malik Willis started for the Titans, 5 of 16, 80 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. It was really on the legs of Derrick Henry. 17 rushes, 115 yards, 2 touchdowns, averaged 6.8 yards per carry. So for you, Groggy, I'm so sorry, but your Titans are now 5-3 on the year. Chiefs improved to 6-2. Meanwhile, Buffalo lost yesterday. The Jets, an upset win in New York, so the Jets are now 6-3. The Bills fall to 6-2, just the second loss of the year for the Bills. And so now the Chiefs and Bills have the best record in the AFC. Bills beat the Chiefs head-to-head, so Buffalo has the tiebreaker as it stands right now. Seattle beat Arizona 31-21. The Seahawks are 6-3. Rams lost at Tampa Bay 16-13. That was also a late comeback rally for the Buccaneers. Minnesota now 7-1 on the year, won at the Commanders 20-17. New England demolished Indianapolis 26-3. Jacksonville hands the Raiders yet another loss, 27-20. Las Vegas is now 2-6 on the year. Bengals beat the Panthers 42-21. Detroit got a victory over the Packers, second straight win in that series for Detroit, 15-9. Aaron Rodgers flat out sucked. 3 interceptions in that game. Rodgers didn't play well overall. Finished 23 of 43 with those 3 picks, and Detroit's now 2-6 on the year. Miami improves to 6-3, beat the Bears 35-32. I saw that Bears quarterback Justin Fields broke an all-time record for rushing yards in a game by a quarterback. 178 yards, the most ever in a regular season game by a QB, but the Dolphins win the game 35-32, and the Chargers late beat the Falcons 20-17, and the Chargers are now 5-3 on the year. There you go. Groggy says it's okay. The rest of the AFC lost, so we're still in the lead of the South. That is true. And the Titans had won 5 in a row. I mean, they went from 0-2 on the year to 5-2. That's not bad. The Chiefs are a good team. You are right, though. You had a chance to beat them. The Bills lost to the Jets, best team in the NFL. Pfft. The Eagles are 8-0. Here's your next 5 games for the Philadelphia Eagles. You ready? Eagles are 8-0. They'll host the Commanders on Monday Night Football next week, be at the Colts, then host the Packers, then the Titans, and then are at New York. If I were to guess, the losable games in that 5-game sequence, I would normally say the Packers, but at this point, I kind of give up on Green Bay doing anything well this year. I think that Titans game might be the biggest problem. If not, it could be at the Giants. The Giants are still playing good football. So Giants 6-2 on the year. Dallas goes 13-0. We'll see. We'll see. If you missed over the weekend, the Houston Astros won the World Series. So that was something that ended on Friday night. Yeah, Friday night. Astros beat Philadelphia by a final of 3-1. Pretty sure that was the score. Probably should have paid attention. Maybe it was Saturday night. Was it Saturday night? Oh, yeah, it was Saturday night. 4-1 victory. Houston wins. So the Astros get their second World Series title in about 5 years. Dusty Baker gets his first as a manager. So that is your sports. 7:55 West Coast time. It's 10:55 out east. And it is 3:55 for those watching GMS in the UK. Again, if you missed our interview with Mikael of We Dig Games, you can follow Mike on that Twitter account, and then we will have that posted on our YouTube channel as well, youtube.com/gamingmorningshow. So check it out. If you missed it, we will be sure to post it up as quickly as we possibly can. And we'll go from there. Final hour crew is next. We'll play Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth. We'll have takeaways that were pretty okay. Clip of the day as well. So all of that still to come. And if you're watching on Twitch, we'll send you somewhere via the raid. Yeah, anything else that happened over the weekend, let us know in the chat. What were some things that stood out to you? And yeah, we have lots more to come. So thank you for being here. We truly, truly appreciate it. It is the Monday edition of the show. It is, well, after all, November 7th, 2022. Gaming Morning Show. We'll be right back on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at gamingmorningshow.tv.
Tell your friends, tell your mom. Gaming Morning Show is on 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific. If you wanna get specific, on Monday through Friday and sometimes after dark. The daily theme with a question mark. We got gaming news and sports and Bob. Hefty, Austin, Mike, and Sean, the heartthrob. I couldn't imagine any other place to go than to start the day with the Gaming Morning Show.
Lego Pizza. Please pay your hosts with plenty of voice flattery. Like Tony the Tiger says, they're fine. Where's your shirt, Bear Bear? Running through a wall straight to your stream. Oh, yeah. All right, let's gather round to read the Moose Book. There was a mooster in Worcester. There's a moose loose about the hoose. Shake it loose in your hoose, that moose. I would call it a truce with the moose, maybe spruce up the hoose. Dr. Seuss writing about the hoose in which the moose shook loose an overused spruce. The moose that encountered a truck's caboose is the moose named Bruce. I'm loose, said the moose, Bruce, as he threw up a deuce. Fun fact, Bruce the moose actually starred in Footloose. Snitches get stitches like mooses get looses. Obtuse rubber goose, green moose, guava juices. Goose and moose called a truce over being loose around Bruce. A moose nuisance is a moosance. You better write about the moose, no excuse. You're welcome. J.G. Catsworth, 877 cash meow. 877 cash meow. 877 cash meow. 877 cash meow. Is that Keonstopher Reefkin? Sports.Gaming, also GMS Head of Facilities and Technology. What trilogy is complete without a fourth movie? Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth. And GMS Morning Gaming Renews. Get ready for your takeaways that were pretty okay. And the clip of the day. Hello, chat. This is Bob. I can assure you that I'm completely fine, and you do not need to keep asking Ryan, Sean, and Mike how I am doing. I promise. I'm definitely not blinking twice right now. To prove it, please note for the record that Hefty Goof is tremendously talented at rolling his R's. Thank you for your concern, but I am fine. Please help me. Find GMS on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and GamingMorningshow.tv. Time for hour number 3, right now.
Morning, gamer. Welcome back. Gaming Morning Show continues. Bob kind of ran away with it during the break, but appreciate you being here. Sean will return as soon as Sean can. I am Hefty Goof. Well, okay, bam, just like teleporting in like you're on Star Trek or something.
Sean's here. Sean's camera's now.
How long were you sitting there?
The whole time.
Okay.
I was here before you were.
Okay, this now makes a lot more sense. It's good to
I was
see
just
you.
enjoying Bob.
Beep boop, beep boop. Bob likes it.
Bob's fine. Why wouldn't Bob be fine?
Plenty of air in here. No need to worry.
I think Bob's going to play his favorite song now. Ready?
It's Diego, the GMS Magic Dragon.
Boom, boom.
I don't know, remember when our gaming morning show Lizard became magic, but I guess that is the case. So.
I like Bob's Diego songs.
It's Diego, the gaming morning lizard. Ba-dum, bum.
Should we play a game?
I don't know what we'd play. I mean, who knows?
I have an idea.
Yeah?
Got all these letters.
Hope it's not Google Feud.
I'm not using any of them. Why don't we try to put them into neatly arranged puzzles?
Yeah, but then we'd have to keep track of our high score, and we'd have to come up with some easy to remember acronym.
I don't know, chat. What do you think? Can we do it? I feel like I'm the guy from Blue's Clues. But where's the game? There. Does anyone see a game where we could take letters and put them into words? Does anyone see it? Anywhere?
The game's right there, behind you.
I don't see a game back there.
With the monster.
Oh, wait. It's above me. There it is. Thanks, chat.
Hello to the Final Hour crew.
It's good to see you. Final Hour crew is here. I'd say hi to all y'all, but let's get into the game. History is the guest today. The clue.
Hello, FHC.
What is your guess? I have a hair somewhere on my face now, and I'm mad.
There's a lot of hairs on your face. It's called
Where are the hairs on my face?
Right there, under your nose.
Is this hair under my face? All right, this is history. We have a couple of guesses so far. I think Downs is trying to say, don't let the person floating from, and then got lost. Oh, no, it says, don't let the person floating the balloons in mouth.
That's pretty good.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
That's a big swing.
We're guessing sinking of the Titanic.
Wow.
It can't be. There's no way. No. How? How on earth? Have we had this one before, K-Laugh? There is no way. Wow, that was kind of Shaggy-esque. There's no way, Scoob. There's no way. How did K-Laugh do that?
Cracked.
It's pretty impressive. The hamsters told me. K-Laugh has been playing the game.
An added benefit of playing Hamster Playground is you also get cracked and don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth. I actually liked Greatest in the Universe. I thought we'd be able to get a letter off of Downs' guess following K-Laugh's, but no.
Wow.
K-Laugh, that is nuts.
It's pretty good.
You're gonna drive me to drinking. Oh, wait. My turn. I never have this.
Pretty good.
Hey, do yourself a favor, chat. You go to the store right away. And if you tell me that you've never liked sparkling water ever in your life, I don't care. Go to chat. Can I get a rewind? I gotta screw that up. Go to your grocery store. And buy the limoncello LaCroix.
It's good. It's really good.
Amazing. It tastes like a lemon meringue pie.
Available at your local chat.
Your local chat. How about the next puzzle, shall we?
Oh, over there.
Where are
There it is.
Caleb says, I'm almost level 15. Gonna get my third hamster. Catch up, noobs.
Correct.
Yeah, I kind of want to play this hamster game. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, what do you say? Let's see. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Tuesday.
Tomorrow's Tuesday.
Teammate Tuesday? What do you say?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. I'm going to figure out how to play games on my computer, but figure that out. Good morning to King Gray. Hello, FHC. It's good to see you.
Hello, FHC.
LaCroix, Lemon, Cella. What did I say?
I said limoncello.
Okay. Drew Mega, you got to try it. Drew Mega, if you don't like it, if you've never liked sparkling water, you got to try it. It's so good.
It's quite tasty.
If I could teach the world to sing in perfect harmony, I'd buy everyone in the chat Limoncello, LaCroix. Let's guess a letter, shall we? What do you say? TIE Fighter from Downs.
It's a good occupation.
No.
Bus driver.
Now that's a big swing.
Look at that! Drew Mega is cracked.
Wow.
Cracked.
Nice chat to you says it's good to see you as well.
Hello, FHC.
For those just joining us, today is National Hug a Bear Day. What animal would you like to hug? As we continue our puzzle, speaking of animals, our category is animals.
I want to hug a sea otter.
Oh, I saw a TikTok. There's some zoo somewhere, and I don't know what kind of otter they are, but they have little holes in the plexiglass, and the otters will stick their hands through, and then you can rub their hands, and they love it, apparently.
Oh, it's so cute.
Should we go right now?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, thank you for being here for this edition of Gaming Morning Show. We'll see you next time. This has been Gaming Morning Show. We're going to go shake hands with some otters. Think we otter. I'm just kidding. We can come back. A cow mouse from Downs. Although, wait, Gray guessed the Lorax first.
That's a big swing.
I like that guess.
Mister, I am Austin Attack. I speak for the Penguins. I speak for the Penguins, for the Penguins have no tongues. And I'm asking you, random tech support guy, at the top of my lungs, what's that thing you've made out of my club penguin?
Sorry, Gray, it was not the Lorax.
No.
Also, I think penguins have tongues.
Probably. Cow mouse from JF Downs.
C. No.
Evil. Sean, you had a guess?
Yeah, sea otter.
Do you want me to guess sea otter, Sean?
I sure do.
I'm gonna guess otter. Is that acceptable?
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
no.
no T though, so.
Bob was sad.
But
So,
I do want to hug a sea otter.
so you're saying it's not
a lie.
It's not titmouse then, is what you're saying.
Probably not.
That's a big swing.
Downs is gonna go big moose.
Oh, we don't have the O.
I guess the M just for funsies.
M.
Oh, Gray's letting me know there wasn't a T. Couldn't have been otter, which is what you just said as well. And I should have noticed if I was observant.
Maybe they misspelled it sea otter with D's.
Speaking of D,
D. Yes.
Sis says, oh geez. I like how we're guessing all the things we'd like to hug. Like Gray would like to hug the Lorax. Downs would like to hug the cow mouse.
And a big moose.
And a big moose. Actually, I wouldn't mind hugging a moose. Moose look pretty cool. I've told you about the time where I was in Yellowstone Park, and there was a big sign that says Moose Viewing Area, and it pointed across to the other side, and there was a moose standing there.
Nice. Very on point.
It was amazing. Amazing. Superphonics here. Hello, FHC, to you, Superphonics.
Hello, FHC.
We're playing Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth badly. We're wondering what this animal is. Someone guessed sad birds. Now we have an S from Gray, so I'll click the S button.
S. No.
Depends on how cold it gets.
Is it red panda?
Ooh, that's a good guess. P-A-N, all exists. R-E, yeah. Sports, Doc, Gaming is
Crack.
And K-Laugh was right there with you.
Nice.
Nice work, you two. K-Laugh, though, I'm telling you, that might have been clip of the day worthy. Sinking of the Titanic. What are we doing? It's nuts. K-Laugh, you're cracked. All right, 141 banked balloons on our current streak. We are just mere balloons away from our all-time record of 632. 632. Melby says occupation. Melby, hit refresh on your YouTube. Hit the live button. I think you're too far back. That's one of the best things about YouTube is you can watch it DVR style. You can pause and not miss something. If you don't know, we take sometimes we take 16-minute breaks between hours. And Bob just entertains the audience. But if you ever are needing to rewind, you can do that on YouTube, but then sometimes you get caught the other way. So, all right. Let's play some Rocket League then this morning. We're going to have about back-to-back games, and then we'll get you the Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming Renews, clip of the day, takeaways that were pretty okay. Earlier in the show, we did tell you about the deer that got lost in the JCPenney looking for some sensible slacks. And then we told you about the pythons in the throes of passion behind a microwave.
As one does.
You know how sometimes people will make questionable choices about where they decide to hang out intimately with each other?
Mm-hmm.
It's a PG-13 way of saying that. Apparently for pythons, those mistakes are made behind the microwave. So. Okay, do you still need one more win?
Nope. I don't need nothing.
You did that all by yourself, huh?
Yep. Now we're all about what you need.
Were you really sad, though, that you didn't get to continue to go after the challenges with me?
Getting assists was a different experience than it usually is.
Probably in a sad way, right?
Yeah. I was lonely.
Thanks for making me feel good. All right, let's do a competitive mode. We'll just do standard 2v2. I need a goal and an assist in the same match.
Okay.
And if we can do it twice, I'll still need one more.
Nice.
So, yeah. How was your weekend, chat? I haven't heard from many of you about things that you did. What did you do over the weekend? Superphonic says, haha, the infamous cow mouse. The cow mouse is the one that scares the mouse cow.
Would you rather hug cow-sized mouse or mouse-sized cow?
Oh, a cow-sized mouse. Because I was talking about this. So I did say a bear is a good answer to our question of the day because bears seem so cuddly. Like, in terms of, like, you could sink into them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I think the answer to this question is what animal would you like to hug? It has to be a big animal.
And that's the downside to sea otter, is they're small, but they seem like they'd be good huggers.
Okay. I hear you. All right, I'm ready to play the game now. Because I should have had that ball right there. Don't worry though, I'm ready to go.
Sorry, you don't have to win. You just need an assist and a goal.
I hope I don't have to win. I don't remember exactly what the thing said. I don't sometimes read all the instructions fully, so Oh no! Super Fun goes, would you like to fight 1,000 mouse-sized cows, or... Alright, chat, you're going to have to forgive me, because for the purposes of this segment, I need to focus on the gameplay. That's why I just did back-to-back saves, although I only got credit for one. And nice try. Nice try.
Ooh.
Sizz wants to hug Bigfoot.
It was Sasquatch.
I got it. No, you got it. No, I got it. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Down says, what would be tastier, a mouse-sized cow or a cow-sized mouse? Wait, you want to hug a mice-sized cow, Downs?
It'd be pretty cute.
Oh, that looks like I was trolling you as my teammate. I would totally play 3v3. It's just that we have a rank disparity, so. But I need competitive matches, so.
Yeah.
I guess I could get a goal and assist in Rocky Hockey.
You could. A lot of the challenges are harder in Rocky Hockey. It just plays different.
I need boost. I need boost. Where is my boost? Come on. You can put that in. That's an assist. Oh, nice try, nice try, nice try. Oh, that's the wrong way. We should go toward our goal.
Oh, he missed.
Nice shot. Oh, doesn't count.
It had been too long.
That sounds utterly ridiculous, says Superphonic. Oh my gosh, did I send you the perfect dad joke has been found reel?
No.
Have you seen the person get out of their car and they go, I asked for Sprite, but they gave me clown juice? Have you seen that one?
No.
So this person gets out of their car exactly how I said, and then they move the straw up and down in their cup and it makes a and now the meme, I guess, is people going, they found the perfect dad joke. They said it didn't exist, but it has been found. And it's really good. Oh my gosh! They moved the crossbar. Caleb says, what was that goal explosion that made everything turn to mechanical drawing? I like that one. Yeah, that was, I think, from an early season of ours, right?
I think so.
Or maybe it was before we started playing.
No. We've always liked that one, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to, like, make a wish list. You know, I take that back. The other day, Sports Doc wife asked me what I want for Christmas, and I said, I don't want anything for Christmas. I'm going to take that back. I want Splash. The Rocket League explosion. Okay? They're very good at this game. Mel B says, a cow-sized mouse scary. You know the disease that would spread? There's a disease that comes from rat feces that'd be even worse than COVID. Or that's even worse than COVID. You know, I hadn't thought about the consequences of cow-sized mice, but that's a good point. That's a very good point. Everything has its risk. Nice job.
What kind of, do you think if we had a mouse-sized cow, do you think the milk would taste different?
If we had a mouse-sized cow, would the milk taste different? Oh gosh, Ryan. There wouldn't be an abundance of it like there is now.
Right.
Plus, how do you oh no! How do you milk the mouse-sized cow?
Very carefully.
I've got nipples. Can you milk me? Actually, don't mice actually have nipples though? They're a mammal, right?
mammals.
With a mouse-sized cow, sorry, I'm reading chat. You get itty-bitty cow patties. It'd be like sliders on steroids. Or anti-steroids, I suppose. Because they get smaller. Oh, I just led it too far. Nice pass, by the way.
Thanks.
Maybe I need to switch my controls to square and X.
Maybe.
All right.
Is that my secret?
Well, maybe. You said that's how pros play.
It's true. It's true.
Down says tastes the same, but less of it. Or maybe it comes out to be a concentrate and you dilute it. Gross!
This milk's so thick. Oh, you have to add water first.
That's hilarious. Did Bear just sneeze?
A little bit. Bless you.
This FHC is going off the rails this morning. Holy cow. Every time we talk hamster playground, things get nuts. All right.
Oh, we're playing against Diego.
We played against Diego before. Oh, no, not that one, though. Wow, he's cracked. I need clears, so... Nice try. It's so hard when you have no momentum to hit the ball. Get in there. Get in there. That's
Nice.
an assist. All right.
Well, that's a goal.
No, it's an assist. I always think about you. It's never about me, even though we're
Oh,
trying to...
I don't need assists anymore.
Oh, yeah. You
I
have
got
everything.
it all.
They don't count for, like, stage 4, even though stage 4 hasn't started yet?
No. And so stage 4 is going to show up and it's going to have get 150 assists, and I'm going to be like, no.
100...
Not going to do it.
125,600 goals. I rushed that save attempt because I was nervous.
That's alright, they missed 2.
Imagine missing in this game, am I right? I think Superphonics did something about the weekend being pretty uneventful. I can't remember if that's true or not, but...
Nice.
Upper 90! Harry
I'm
Kane!
Getting all the assists now that I don't need them.
Yeah, right, of course. Mel says there wouldn't be enough at all. That's why cows are the size they are and not the size of mice. But they are mammals. Okay. So the whole nipple, Robert De Niro bit actually applies to mice. Oh no! Sean! That's how I play Rocket League, is I just beg for you to show up and save the day.
Nice.
Like a superhero.
That might go.
Let me catch
you
up
touch
to
it
it
first?
Need assist.
Ah, boo.
If you're just joining us, we're trying in this final hour crew to get me an assist and a goal in the same match. And we actually might have a chance to play... No, we're not going to have a chance to play 3. No, not a chance. It's like all excited. I was like, maybe we have a shot. We do not have a shot. What little tap over to the side by Hefty there. That's interesting technique. Nice clear. Nice. Catching up.
You gotta come touch it.
Oh,
Nope.
I missed that.
You missed.
I have
We're
to
in a
pass
fairly
it to you,
good
right?
position there too. You just You
think
just be
it's-
aggressive and get shots on goal, because then when you miss, I'll just
When
read
I
them.
miss?
When you inevitably miss.
Whoa! Shots fired. Right. This is the time. There. Score that one. Yeah, he said be aggressive. B-E, aggressive. Be aggressiver. Nice save.
Thanks.
Oh, there we go. Go, 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 go.
All right, I'm ready.
Oh, he hit it. Don't score it. I mean, score it, but don't score it. You know? Man, that was it, too. And then person hit it. I don't know which one it was, but... All right, score that one.
One of them. It was probably Diego.
There, score that one. Get out of the way. I don't think that's going to work.
No.
Okay, here we go. There you go. Score that one. I think he hit it, though. Do they not know I'm trying to accomplish something here? Yes, nailed that one. It was too high.
Did you touch it?
No, I
Come touch it.
I missed it again.
Just kind of held it in front of their goal for a minute.
This is chaos. I have 50 seconds left. Why do I suck at this? All right. Push it up that... Yeah, there you go. Great. Yeah, this is it. Never felt better about something. Here we go. Oh, I missed. Oh, yes. Good job. All right. Go, Sean! I think I hit that one. Probably should try to hit it in the front court, shouldn't I?
Yep.
All right, touched it. Does that get you scored? That might go in. This is so hard. All right, touch that. I'm gonna score. I never score hat-tricks. You're trying not to have me score.
So your strategy for assists should be trying to hit it, towards the goal. Right now, your strategy is just touch it. Oh, that would have been a good one. They got in our way, though. We're on our side of the field. You just touch it.
I think I was looking for actual soccer assists.
I'd just like to point out that you got a hat trick and I still got an MVP.
Yes, of course you did. My face hurts so much.
Correct.
All right, K-Laugh. I need you if you can. This is going to be really hard to do. But will you start tracking on Achievement Hunter whenever we try to do Rocket League goals in the Final Hour crew? How many times I'm actually successful trying to... Because I think right now it's got to be, what? Once in 15? Maybe? Maybe 30?
Well, we eventually got that save one.
But that was the one that took forever.
Was that the one?
I think that's the one. I don't think we've
that's the one.
Well, we've done like competitive or something like that. But man,
Right.
who counts you do better when you try not to score? It's true. It's 8:38 West Coast time. It's 11:38 out east. It's 4:38 for those watching GMS in the UK. This is one of my personal favorites, the Raz Cranberry, but that limoncello, it's a different
Where's
one.
that?
Oh, wait. So Caleb says, I'll put the hamsters on it. Have you been playing Hamster Playground to get interns, basically?
He's building an army.
K-Laugh's gonna become like the equivalent of the Rat King in Turtles, but with hamsters.
I like this.
Ugh. My face hurts so much.
We won, though.
Yeah, we did.
Please pay your hosts with plenty of voice
All
flattery.
right, thank you for being here, Chad. It's 8:40 West Coast time. Let's get your takeaways that were pretty okay. What is something you learned from today's Gaming Morning Show? You can start putting those into the chat. Right now, we'll read them in about 5 minutes from now, and if you're watching on Twitch, we will send you somewhere at the conclusion of today's Gaming Morning Show. Perhaps your takeaway is of where pythons meet, because we told you the story of a woman in Australia who found pythons doing the deed behind a microwave. Maybe your takeaway has to do with a deer that ran into a JCPenney, or the Qdoba employees were just like, there went a deer.
What should we do? Oh, nothing.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. You want a quesadilla? Yeah, sure. That sounds good. Now, we learned about Job Action Betsy, or whatever that toy that we created was. There's a whole bunch of things we took away. It's also National Canine Lymphoma Awareness Day, Colored the World Orange Day, National Bittersweet Chocolate with Almonds Day, National Cancer Awareness Day, National Keith Day, National Lori Day, National Drew Mega Memorial Programmatic Advertising Day, and National Retinol Day, Notary Public Day, and of course our topic of the day, which is National Hug a Bear Day. We learned that bears might be started in ancient Egypt. Not bears, but teddy bears. Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
Can you tell us the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News, please?
Sure will. Good morning. It is still Monday, November 7th, 2022, and this is your Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News. First up, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 came out a couple weeks ago, and there was some confusion as to what's included in which specific version of the Vault Edition. To fix it, Activision decided to give all current and future Vault Edition owners 20 hours of double XP in the form of 10 double XP tokens and 10 double weapons XP tokens. The confusion came up because apparently this was a reward that was only supposed to be available if you bought the Vault Edition within the in-game store of another Call of Duty game, which is a very silly thing to do, especially since the Vault Edition is like $100. So why not just give that to everyone who spends $100 on your game, even if they didn't go into an old game's in-game store? It seems silly. But they did say on Twitter, we understand there's been some confusion about an in-game store exclusive reward for the Vault Edition. We've decided to reward all players that currently own or purchase any version of the Modern Warfare 2 Vault Edition with 10 hours of double XP tokens and 10 hours of double weapons XP tokens. Current owners who did not already receive their tokens should expect to see them in their account over the next 48 hours. So check that out if you are a Vault Edition owner. We also talked this morning about Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope and its expansions, which are going to come over the next year, in the year of 2023 to be specific. We will get 3 DLCs over the year, the first of which is called The Tower of Doom, and it'll be out sometime in early 2023. You can buy the season pass for $29.99, or if you haven't bought the game already, you can bundle it with the game itself for $89.99 as the gold edition. At least the first one. Don't know about the latter ones. Will not be available a la carte or a la mode, as we were thinking they would be in the first hour. You have to buy the season pass or the gold edition. Tower of Doom.
A la mode games coming soon.
Sticky. The last news story we talked about this morning is Candy Crush celebrating its 10-year anniversary with some advertisements. And if you don't like looking at screens for advertisements, well, I got good news. Now you can just look up into the city skyline of New York and see hundreds of drones forming a Candy Crush advertisement. 500 drones to be specific. They depicted various items from Candy Crush, including the infamous Candy Crush play button and a huge aerial version of the game's logo. Hopefully this doesn't, is this how Terminator starts? Are the drones learning to love Candy Crush, and this is how they gain?
That's exactly how it works.
This is how it starts. Out today, we had some highlights such as Soulstone Survivors out on PC, Terracotta out on PC, and the most prestigious award this morning of Name of the Morning went to Banana Hell out on PC.
Ring, 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 ring. Banana Hell.
Boop, boop, ba-doo-ba-doo.
Banana Hell. Wow. Yeah, that Candy Crush story is, like I said, I like drone art. It's pretty cool. But at the same time, it's kind of like, is this what's going to happen all the time? Unexpected drone flash mobs, maybe? So, yeah, who knows? Who knows? All right. Thank you for being here. What are your takeaways that were pretty okay? What is something you learned from today's show? We need to name a Billy Thundergun Teammate of the Match award winner.
I feel like sinking of the Titanic and exploring all the potentials of Hamster Playground. I nominate Calaf.
I'm going to nominate Drew Mega for the explanation of programmatic advertising and the potential errors within. Also ended up having a day of the day named after Drew Mega. Also, after having explored Hamster Playground, both Calaf and Drew Mega may be utilizing it. Hamster Playground has provided Calaf a chance to build an army. Meanwhile, Drew Mega said, my kid recently asked about a hamster as a pet. My wife said, absolutely no. This game may be a solution. So, there you go. Co-winners today.
Billy Thundergun Teammate of the Match Award.
To Drew Mega and Calaf for outstanding contributions to chat. Drew Mega said Calaf's one guess of sinking the Titanic is supreme, though. That is pretty impressive.
It's pretty impressive. Yep.
I still want to know how you see the puzzles before the puzzles begin.
Calaf is actually a swarm of 500 drones.
That makes sense. Artificial laugh intelligence. So, it's time for the clip of the day. The clip of the day. Hey, look! It's the clip of the day. Doot, doot. Green chat. You get itty bitty cow patties. It'd be like sliders on steroids. Or anti-steroids, I suppose. Because they get smaller. Oh, I just led it too far. Nice pass, by the way.
Thanks.
Maybe I need to switch my controls to square and X.
Maybe.
All right.
Is that my secret?
Well, maybe. You said that's how pros play.
It's true. It's true.
Down says tastes the same, but less of it. Or maybe it comes out to be a concentrate and you dilute it. Gross!
This milk's so thick. Oh, you have to add water first.
You can tell when we had a good day in chat when our clip of the day is about one outstanding performance in chat. And we have two Billy Thundergun winners who are separate from that. So, nice work. Nice work.
Indeed.
All right, tomorrow night, GMS Tuesday nights, we're going to have an episode of GMS Plays Live Trombone Champ with Sports.Gaming. Starts at 8 p.m. Pacific Time. Big thanks again to Mike for joining us from We Dig Games to talk about the new game that's out. It's called Hamster Playground, and you can find it at that link there. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube page so that you can get access to the video when it's out at youtube.com/gamingmorningshow. Re-air of the interview, basically, on demand. Big thanks again to Christian for liking on Facebook. Planting Queen, Time1337 for the follows on Twitch. We truly appreciate it. And big thanks to all of you who joined us today. What is your takeaway, Sports.Gaming, that is pretty okay?
My takeaway is that I'm gonna have to try this hamster game.
Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, it's hooked. It's hooked K-Laugh, and I enjoyed the interview, and I especially love the fact that it comes from developers that usually make more action-oriented, violent games, and someone pitched the idea of how about instead of that, a hamster maze, and then they ran with it. I loved it.
It's like they built it in impromptu or in improvisation thinking, where it's like, yes and so we could do this, and then what else can we do? And then what else can we do? Now it's a massive free-to-play game on Steam, so you can check it out at Steam. Search Hamster Playground. My takeaway that was pretty okay is hugga. That's right. It means to smooth in an Old Norse kind of way. So the word to hug actually came out of the 1560s, shortly around the time that apparently the ancient Egyptians invented soft toy bears.
Mm-hmm.
Who knew?
Hugga.
Who knew? All right, if you're watching on Twitch, stick around. We are going to send you over to Space Alea, here to spread love and kindness. Started streaming to find friends who love gaming as much as I do. Now I'm surrounded by the kindest earthlings I have ever got to know. Super excited about our space. There's an alien theme here as we create this cozy, sometimes chaotic community together. If you'd be so kind as to say good morning from GMS. We'll do it again tomorrow, 6 a.m. Pacific time. We'll be back on Twitter Spaces tomorrow as well. And then, of course, tomorrow night, as I mentioned, GMS Tuesday nights. For everyone who made it possible, I am Hefty Goof. For Sean, for Austin, thank you for being here. This has been Gaming Morning Show on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. We will see you again tomorrow. That coming up in just a moment. Austin Attack 12 says, you're lucky I have to go. We're never lucky when Austin has to go. Copia says, I'd like to hug a manatee.
Ooh. Manatee. I've been watching... I got in some sort of algorithm, and I've been fed a bunch of beluga whale videos. Now I want to hug a beluga whale.
Beluga.
There's one where there's a beluga whale that's just messing with a seagull, like swimming up beneath it and just like gently biting it, like, I'm gonna get you, and then it swims away, and it goes back up and it bites it, and then the seagull had a fish at one point, and the whale took the fish and was like teasing the seagull with it. I didn't know they were so like silly and playful. It was great.
Later on, that whale murdered that seagull real hard.
Yeah, I didn't tell you how the video ended.
Yeah, it was complete and utter destruction.
Blood everywhere.
2006, Activision releases Tony Hawk's Project 8 for Variety Machines. Red Octane that same year put out Guitar Hero 2. Nice. 2006 as well, Microsoft announced it will offer 1,000 hours of television shows and movies for download on the Xbox 360. It was 1,000 television hours and movies, not
$1,000 in money.
Different.
Different thing.
2006, Vivendi put out Fear, First Encounter Assault. Same year, there's a lot of 2006. Electronic Arts puts out EA Replay for PlayStation Portable. Had 14 different titles, including Mutant, League Football, and Road Rash, among others. Interesting.
Nice.
The rest of these are from 2006, except one of them. Sony put out SOCOM U.S. Navy SEALs Combined Assault. It was a farming game.
But the first trilogy plus, because there were more than 3 games, but there were 3 numbered games. God of War games are still canon, and this is a continuation of that story.
It's so hard for me to wrap my head around how, like, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I guess it would help if, I watched them. What a novel concept. Hey, you want to understand what this whole thing is about? Maybe you should check them out. There's so many forks, though, with these things. I'm always so surprised. Just watch the movie, Hefty. All will be revealed.
Nothing I do. I can't figure out these Marvel movies.
Have you watched them?
Not a one. They make no sense.
They liked Greatest in the Universe. I thought we'd be able to get a letter off of Downs' guess following K-Laughs, but no.
Wow.
Caleb, that is nuts.
It's pretty good.
Gonna drive me to drinking. Oh wait, my turn. I never have this.
Pretty good.
Do yourself a favor, chat. You go to the store right away, and if you tell me that you've never liked sparkling water ever in your life, I don't care. Go to chat. Go to your grocery store.